Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Miles Cunningham. What's going on, man? I am by myself today. Circumstances, people traveling and things like that. People are out, people are preparing for certain things and whatever. So I just wanted to do a quick little joint, man. And these are the three major rules of business, and these are things that I've learned over the years. And I just wanted to still provide some content because I know that there are some people that look for this show, every week. And I want to just maintain that level of consistency and, do it for those people that are looking for it. And, if you are in the chat, there's nobody here now, but if you come in, please feel free to ask a question, put a question in the chat and I'll answer the question and we can keep it moving that way. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start with the three things that I want to talk about as far as business. And number one is to never give up. Never give up, right? So they say, like 80% or, some high percentage of businesses fail in the first year. And, the thing is that, a lot of businesses, the reason why they fail is because people give up. You understand? People give up, as long as your business is registered and you have an EIN number, then you're still in business. You understand? You're still in business. Now, you may not be doing business on the level or scale that you want to do it in. So things might look a certain way. But the fact is, you must never give up. You must never stop doing what it is you do. And see, a part of never giving up is also understanding that you got to do what you love, right? You have to do what you love. Because doing what you love gives you a reason to go on. Doing what you love gives you purpose. Doing what you love allows you to push through the bullshit to keep on going, to make it to the next day, to try again. You understand? When you look at your whatever it is you do, a product, a service, and you know that it helps people, and it's something that you love to do, and it's something that basically comes easy to you. It's like your gift. Right. You're able to do things that, a lot of other people can't do. Like, basically nature or God or whatever it is has specialized you for this purpose, has put you in position for this purpose. So it's really up to you to say to yourself, listen, things might be slow, but that doesn't mean I have to go out of business. That doesn't mean I have to stop. I might not be selling 10,000 units a day, but, I could sell 10. I can sell one, do it as a side hustle. I mean, sometimes, you have businesses where, volume is necessary. But the point of the matter is, if volume is necessary, but you see that volume has slowed down as far as sales, then you got to scale back. You got to be sensible. You got to try to do things that make sense. However, you should never give up. Right. You should never give up, because that's pretty much how it is with business. When you first start and things are hard, man, when you're first starting, things are hard. But, never give up and love what you do. And then with that being said, under the umbrella of never giving up is to be grateful. Right. Be grateful. So and I'll give you an example. I remember when Lucario and myself, we were just starting out, man. We was just starting out. We was trying to, we just got on YouTube and we was, setting up our website, setting up MrLucario.com and trying to bring attention to our stuff. And I remember we made the ebook. We made the ebook to this right here. Right. Lucario said he wanted to write a book. I was like, all right, right there. And I think it was a conversation between the both of us, and we just came up with the title. Right. And he was like, yeah, that would be a good book. And, he's like, all right, I'm gonna write the book. And I was like, you really gonna write a book? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna write a book. I was like, nigga, you what? But he came up with the book. Like, look, it's words in here. There's words in here. Look at that shit. He actually wrote the fucking book. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And so I did a photo shoot with these two chicks. And then I used Photoshop to silhouette them and all of this. And I made the cover. You understand? And I also, we designed this cover right here. You understand? See the silhouette with the girl. And then that's another picture I took of Lucario. And we did the work, man. We did everything. And And at first, we didn't have the money to make hard copies like the one you just saw. We did it as an ebook at first. You understand? And we put it out, and we put it on the website. And the first day that we put it out, we sold 5 copies. 5 copies, bro. And we were super excited. Are you kidding? Like, just the fact that we put something out and not just one, but 5 people bought it. Oh my God, we made money, and we were hyped. We were excited, man. We was like, oh my God, this shit actually works. But both of us, we still had our jobs at the time, right? We were still working in corporate America, doing what we had to do. But at the same time, we was building up our business, right? We was making shit happen, and we sold 5 copies of the ebook, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, in one day. And we went out that night, and we got drinks, and we celebrated, man, because it was a big victory for us, because we didn't even think the shit was possible. You understand? But again, it was something that we love to do. And even though we only sold 5 copies that first day, we were grateful. You understand? And we celebrated it. And we, it gave us a confidence to continue. You understand? And the following day, I don't even think we sold anything. And then maybe like a few days after that, we might have sold 1 or 2. And but it continues on. And we kept doing what we was doing. We kept talking our shit on YouTube. We kept, doing our, we had a podcast on Blog Talk Radio. We was doing that. And then one thing led to another. We just kept going. And again, we both of us kept our jobs for a long time, but we always put energy into this thing because we love, talking about relationships. We love answering questions. We love talking about game. We love the topic of self-improvement and understanding one's own identity. Right. So that's how, and then, we came up with the whole bad boy of the dating game, because we was like, chicks love the bad boy, and that's what everybody always say, chicks love the bad boy. You understand? And so we was like, yo, you should be the bad boy of the dating game. He's like, yeah. So we came up with that, and then we came up with the bad boy membership. Everything just kept going. And the thing is that it started off very, very small, but we never gave up. You're looking at what you're looking at today. When you see us on there talking our shit and whatever the hell we doing, right? All of that shit is like 15 to 20 years in the making, bro. 15 to 20 years in the making. So that's the reason why we're still here today, because we never give up. We never gave up. We never got discouraged, because let me tell you, we sold 5 books in one day, right? And there are people out there who would have been, and then, like I said, the following couple of days, we didn't sell anything. And then we might have sold 1 or 2 books a few days after that, and so on and so forth. But here's what it is. A lot of people would look at the situation and be like, oh man, we only sold 5 books. This business idea doesn't work. Fuck it. Let's give up, throw in the towel, whatever. But instead, we sold 5 books and we celebrated. You understand? And we was like, yes, that's 5 books, and we can't wait to sell more. We can't wait to market to other people. We can't wait to do more shows. We can't wait to promote our shit and get to other people. King Yikes, man, what's going on? What's going on, man? Remember, if you have a question, because this is, I don't have any other guests to bounce ideas off of. So if you guys have a question, please put it in the chat, and I'll answer it. If you have a question about business or money or finances, that I can answer, I will answer. Put a question in the chat, man, so we could, so we can get more content in this joint. But Extraordinary in the chat, what's going on with you? King Yikes 89, what's going on with you? King Yikes says, Miles, being honest, this generation, let me put it in. It says, being honest, this generation wants quick success and gain. Hence, Robin Hood and scamming culture is on the rise. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I mean, the current society, we're all subscribed to convenience, right? Everything now is on demand. You remember if you were lucky enough to have cable, right? HBO was like, Batman is coming on 8:00 on Saturday night. Like, you would have to wait till 8:00 Saturday night to watch Batman on HBO. But now you could go to Netflix or Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever the fuck, HBO Max, and you can Click on whatever you want to watch right now. You don't have to wait. You understand? So that's the generation we're in. And it's kind of tough for people to get that never give up mentality, because if you try something and it fails, immediately people want to give up. You understand? But, luckily, Lucario and myself, we came from an era where things did take a long time. Like we came from an era where we had dial-up internet. You understand? Where you had to wait. Like literally, you had to wait like a whole 10 minutes to connect to the fucking internet until you could use your computer and search for shit. And even then, if you was doing too much as far as video or downloading high definition photos or something, you would get kicked off the internet. You understand? But like Extraordinary in the chat says, he says, you got to start somewhere. And that's facts. You got to start somewhere, and you have to be patient. Like I said, I know it's hard because everybody is so used to the convenience of things happening right away, but you got to start somewhere, and you got to be patient, and you got to be grateful for what is happening. Instead of being sad about what's not happening, you got to be grateful about what is happening. All right. So that's number one. That's rule number one. Never give up. Right. So rule number two is everything is marketing. Rule number two, everything is marketing. Right. And what do I mean by that? Everything you do is marketing. Everything, every unit, like say you sell a certain product, every unit that leaves your warehouse or that leaves your is a marketing tool, right? So like for example, this phone case, right? I have a phone case here, right? But notice if you can see that they put their logo on the phone case. They didn't have to put the logo on the phone case, but they put the logo on the phone case so you can know what kind of phone case it is. So now you see my phone case, now you could go look that up. TORRAS. You can go look it up and possibly buy a phone case from them now. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you have a lot of people that make the mistake of forgetting opportunities to market. For example, I don't know if anybody ever watched this show called The Office, where there was this guy. Well, all right. Well, there was a woman she was in the cast. She was in the main cast, but her husband was this dude named Bob Vance. Right. And every single time he introduced himself, he would say, "Hello, I'm Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration." No matter who it was, he's shaking their hand. "Hey, I'm Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration." Even if you were standing right there and he went to shake somebody else's hand, Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. It's almost like Vance Refrigeration was his last name. And he used every single opportunity to promote his business, Vance Refrigeration. "Hi, my name is Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. Hi, my name is Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. Hey, how you doing? My name is Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration." Every single time. And I thought that shit was dope. But, they did it in the show for it to be funny. But, bro, ain't nothing funny about that. Everything in business is marketing. They have this saying in business where they tell you to keep it in your conversation. And what that means is that every time you have an opportunity to talk to somebody, talk about your business. You understand? It's not necessarily like, it's kind of like harmless spamming, so to speak. Where it's like, if you get opportunity to speak to someone else and you're like, "Hey, so what do you do? What kind of work do you do?" Like the average person who's probably a 9-to-5er, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I do accounting, or I do this, or I do that." You got your own business. You got to talk about that first and foremost. You understand? So even if you do have a 9-to-5, but you got your own business, you can downplay the 9-to-5, but then you could be like, I do refrigeration on the side, Vance Refrigeration, Cunningham Refrigeration. You understand? Like when I go out on or talk to people ask me what I do. I say I'm a masculinity coach. You understand? A lot of guys have issues with their identity. A lot of guys have, certain, problems finding their masculine footing in society and things like that. So I help guys really get around that. I help guys, discover who they are as men and so on and so forth. These are the things that I talk about. You understand? And again, I keep it in my conversation. And what happens is that somewhere along the way, because you keep it in your conversation as a form of, it's like a form of subconscious marketing. You might meet that one person that is looking for your service, or you'll meet the person that knows the person that is looking for your service in volume. Right? Or they're looking for your product or service in volume. So I'll be somewhere talking to somebody. Yeah, I'm a masculine identity coach. And, I talk about finding yourself and finding your identity and being consistent as a man. And this is what I do. I talk about confidence and self-improvement and being masculine and understanding the mentality of a man and consistency and doing things because they need to be done, not because you feel like it. These are the things that I talk about. And then they say, wow, like that's awesome. I own a company where, my employee base is 100% men. And I just kind of need somebody to come in and talk to them about their masculine identity or finding their masculine character, and I would love for you to come in, because even the small amount of stuff that you said just now inspired me. And I want you to come in and I want you to talk to my employees. I have 1,500 employees, or I have 100 employees. I have 150 employees, and I'm going to set up a day for you to come in and do you think you have enough, to talk to them for about 45 minutes to an hour? Maybe you can do some Q&A, maybe it'll be like an hour and a half presentation. And I just want you to talk to them about their masculinity. Boom. And I'll be like, well, shit, for something like that, then that's like, that's motivational speaking charges. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to need you to fly me out. I'm going to need you to give me a hotel, and I'm going to need you to pay me a few $1,000s for me to talk to your men. You understand? And all of that type of shit. But the point I'm trying to make is that if I try to downplay what I do and not talk about it and not keep it in my conversation, I didn't get a chance to market to that person that I'm conversing with. You understand what I'm saying? These things push things forward. These things allow people to understand who you are and what you're about. And then a lot of times they make a connection in, they'll make a connection and figure out how to connect you to either to themselves because they need your product or service, or to someone else that needs your product or service. Like shit, I did this the other day. There's a dude in my he lives in my apartment building, and we see each other at the gym from time to time. And he had a conversation with me about, some girlfriend that he was dealing with and so on and so forth. So I basically gave him like a half-hour consultation about like how to deal with chicks and relationships and this, that, and the third. And you want to know what happened? He ended up giving me a consultation about marketing. You get what I'm saying? And so because my talents and services shined through in my general personality. Do you understand? My talents. And because when I started talking, he asked me the question. He was like, man, I have a girl that's doing this and doing that. What should I do? And I asked him, I said, what made you come to me to ask me that? Because he didn't even know I was Miles Cunningham or any of that shit. He just said to me, bro, you have this energy about you that made me want to ask you about how to fuck with women. That's what he said to me. So even my energy, even the way I carry myself, the way he sees me, gave off the energy of what I did, of what my business is. You get what I'm saying? So every single thing is marketing, even your own personal appearance, the way you carry yourself, what you talk about. You see what I'm saying? And he came to me asking me questions and advice about women. And I'm like, wow. And bro, I swear to you, this is absolutely no cap. All I've ever said to this dude was hello and goodbye. Because when I come in the gym and I see him, I'm like, hey, man, what's up? And then when I'm leaving the gym, or if he's leaving the gym before I leave, he's like, all right, bro, peace. And then I'm like, all right. And we never spoke past that. But that day he saw me and was like, yo, man, let me ask you something, man. This girl and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yo, you just seem like the type of dude that might know some shit about that. And I gave him a whole rundown. I said, this is what you do, and this is what you shouldn't have done. And you made a mistake here. And everything I told him, he was like, yo, you know what? I ain't think about it that way, but you're right. Because after I did that, she did this. And I was telling him shit that he didn't even tell me that happened with the girl. And I was exposing shit. And he was like, damn, and then I was telling him, I was like, this is a part of what I do. He was like, word. And I told him I got a channel, this, that, and the third. And So he was like, yo, listen, man, you need to get with me and let me know, so I can let you know how to really market and really take your YouTube shit, your Instagram shit, your social media shit to another level. And so I was like, sure. We met up the following day in the lobby of of the apartment building that we live in. And he showed me a few things, and I took all of the shit that he showed me. I took it to heart, and I switched up my entire marketing strategy. And I started, and Lucario and myself, the business started to do much better as a result of it. You understand what I'm saying? And so that all came from me carrying myself a certain way. That all came from me being aligned with my business and my service. You get what I'm saying? So never give up, number one. Number two, everything is marketing. Everything. You understand? And under the umbrella of, everything is marketing, keep it in your conversation. Let it be embody your business. You understand? A lot of times we have a business and we try to separate ourselves from our business, right? But embrace it. Embrace whatever it is. Whatever it is, because again, remember, it should be something that you love. And if it's something that you love, then it's something that speaks to you, right? It's something that nature or God or whatever, ordained you and specialized your personality to be able to do that thing easily. You understand? Because all this game stuff that we do, bro, it's unscripted. The only thing I have right now is three things that I wrote down on the sheet of paper. Three things that I wrote down on the sheet of paper. Everything else is off the top of the dome. Everything else is off the cuff. Why? Because these are ideas that I have in my brain all day, every day. So I can talk about them at length all day, every day. You understand? Because it's a part of who I am. So that's marketing. You understand? That's marketing. That allows me to be who I am and still conduct business. Shout out to Birdman, the dude from Cash Money. He always said this shit. He always says, get it how you live. Get it how you live. Meaning, let your business be in line with how you live your life. Right. And that's how I live my life. Like, I talk game all day, every day, bro. That's what I do. So when son hit me up in the gym and we was talking and I just started rattling off points and I started exposing truths to him that he experienced that he didn't even tell me. He felt me. He felt exactly what I was saying. I was like, yo, this nigga's real. This nigga know what the fuck you talking about, because he's telling me shit that happened that I didn't even tell him that happened. And it happened exactly how he said it happened, but he wasn't there and I didn't tell him. You get what I'm saying? But again, that's my business. That's a part of my identity. You got to look at your business the same way. It has to be a part of your identity. You understand? So everything, everything is marketing. All right. That's number two. Everything is marketing. Now, number three is there is no competition. There is no competition. All right. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by there is no competition? A lot of us think that, a lot of us get this insecure feeling when we know that somebody else is doing a similar business to us, and, we have to, in a lot of ways, we have to have faith in our identity. We have to trust in who we are. We have to trust in the fact that there is no one else on this planet like us. Because I've been in situations where, as a photographer, let me preface that. As a photographer, I've been in situations where I've been on these situations called shootouts. Hold on one second. So we got a comment from Malachi Brown. Malachi says, is the masculine identity membership more about mastering oneself than attracting women? I've got my game in terms of dealing with women down, but I'd like to work on becoming an even greater version. So the masculine identity membership, and this is sort of an aside, but hey, everything's marketing, right? So it says, it's okay. So it is. Yeah, I could say that it's more about mastering oneself. You understand? However, when you master yourself, when you master who you are, when you become a champion of your own identity, attraction is a built-in benefit of mastering who you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to explain to you is that the more you get in touch with your identity, when you master yourself, you master your identity, and you create a consistency and a strength in your character, attracting women is going to be basically an added bonus that comes with that, right? Because when you're sure about who you are, all of a sudden things like rejection and approach anxiety and feeling nervous to talk to strange people and saying hello to women, or when you see a girl that you find attractive and you're like afraid to talk to her and all that other shit, bro, when you master your identity, things like that are an afterthought. Like things like that don't even exist to you no more. When you master your identity, attracting women it becomes automatic. You understand? And of course, you still have to actually approach women. You understand? I'm not saying that they're just going to flock to you just because you've mastered yourself. But what I'm saying is when you find yourself in a situation and you see an attractive woman, you're gonna be so secure and comfortable in your own skin that you'll be able to actually casually talk to a woman, and your identity, and how valuable your identity, the value in your identity as a man will shine through, and you'll be able to notice, oh shit, this chick likes me. Shit, I wasn't even trying to pick her up. And then you could be like, oh, okay, so listen, what you doing later? Or listen, what you doing Friday night? All right, here, take my number. Give me a call, and then we could set something up for Friday night. All right, other than that, you have a good day, all right? It was good talking to you. Peace. Because that confidence is just built in. It's intrinsic. You understand? So the woman falls right in line. So Malachi Brown, the masculine identity is about mastering yourself, is about mastering your identity, creating consistency and strength in your character. That's what it's about. And then attracting women will come much easier. You understand? So that's really what it's about. All right. And then once you do that, that's when you'll start creating the dynamics for a more healthy and satisfying relationship with pretty much everyone in your life, especially women. You understand? Because women, once you really open up your masculine character, that's when that's when all the women around you will begin to open up their feminine character, and the relationships that you create with them will be profoundly more satisfying than anything you've ever realized in your life before. You understand what I'm saying? So get on the Bad Boy membership. Go to Bad Boy membership. You go to badboymembership.com as well. But for the masculine identity membership, go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Go to that website. It'll take you straight there. You can subscribe right away. Go check it out, man. I got videos on there. I'm adding a couple more videos by the end of the month. So, stay on it, man. Stay on it. Be patient with me. The Bad Boy membership right now has over 100 videos on it. The masculine identity membership right now only has 5 videos on it, has 5 programs on it, but I'm going to be adding every month. So stay on there. And I also have a free email coaching too. You understand? So yeah, man, stay on there and, go check it out. And then Malachi Brown says, there's a typo in your masculine statement online, but I'm hopping on that membership right now. There's a typo in there. Oh shit, man. I gotta go check that out, man. But after this show. Okay, so tangent. But like I said, everything's marketing, so it still kind of works. All right, so it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Check this out. The third major rule of business is that there is no competition. And so like I was saying, a lot of us. Okay, right. I was saying that I'm a photographer. As a photographer, I've been in situations where we do these things called a shootout. So every once in a while, you'll have a dude, like a rich dude or maybe a photographer or somebody who just likes photography. What they'll do is they'll rent out their house or their ranch, or they have a plot of land or something, and they'll invite photographers and they'll charge you a small fee, and they'll also invite a bunch of models and stuff. The point I'm bringing up is that I've been in situations where I've literally been side to side with another photographer taking pictures of the same model in the same situation. And I look at their pictures and I look at my pictures, and they're vastly different. You understand? So the point I'm bringing up is that we might look at somebody who does the same business as us and thinks that they're our competition, but the truth is that that's not true. What it really is if, like I was saying, if your business or service is in line with your identity, you'll soon realize that there is absolutely no competition. The only person that you'll be in competition with is actually, yourself and your business from, last week, last month, last year. So if you was making a certain amount of money last year, then you got to try to make more money this year, and so on and so forth. You understand? But that's the only competition. But other than that, there is no competition. There is absolutely no competition, and to take it even a step further. Another reason why you can't look at the other people in your niche as competition is that you should be looking at them as information. And let me explain what I mean. So I remember one time I was doing a little bit of consulting with someone, and I was telling them, because they were trying to start when I think it was a shea butter business or some shit like that, or a cocoa butter business, and they were trying to figure out packaging and what they should do and blah blah blah. So I said to them, so. Do you know of other people who are selling similar products to what you're trying to sell? And she was like, yeah. And I said, so why don't you buy their product? And she was like, why would I buy my competition's product? That's me giving my money to them. They're my competition. Why would I do that? And I said, no. You can't think of it that way. First of all, there's no competition. And second of all, the only thing you're doing is you are purchasing the game. You're not purchasing just a product and giving them your money. You're purchasing game. Because guess what happens? So you're trying to sell shea butter in a can or whatever it is you're trying to sell, some type of face cream or whatever. And you have nowhere to start. You don't know about labels. You don't know about packaging. You don't even have a website for them to purchase. I said, when you go through the experience of a customer, you get all that information. You go to their website, you see their website, they have the pictures, they have the prices, they have their e-commerce store and all this shit. You click, and then it shows you, do you want shipped through FedEx? You want to ship through UPS? And then you click on it, you order it, you see the pricing. You get so much information from being a customer. Right. But you thought they were your competition. No. They are a wealth of information if you know how to perceive the game. Right. So you purchase all the stuff and so the box comes to your house or whatever. You get to see the packaging. You get to see the box that they put it in. And then you open up the delivery box and then you get to see the packaging that they have it in. Maybe they have it in a nice little, another box, which is more decorative. And maybe there's a ribbon on it, or maybe it has a sticker on it or a picture. So you get to see the labeling for that box. And if you look closely at the box, you might see where they got that box. So you can go to that company. Remember what I was saying before about marketing? Remember what I was saying? If I wanted to start selling phone cases, I could look at what this company does, Taurus or whatever the fuck their name. You see what I'm saying? So if you buy the product, that's all information. That's all information. You get what I'm saying? So you get to see the pricing, the packaging. You get to use the product and see the quality, what scents they use, what materials they use. There's probably an ingredients list on the back. There's probably nutritional facts. All these different things you get to see, right? Because you realize that they're not competition; they are information. You get what I'm saying? You because you're not purchasing the product, you're purchasing the game. You're purchasing the hustle. And maybe you could call up their customer service. You understand? Be like, oh, they have customer service. Oh shit. So maybe when I start my business, I want to have customer service. I want to use packaging like this. I want to use ingredients like this. I want to use the jar that looks like this with the top on it. Where can I find jars like this? I want to use UPS or FedEx. I want to use this size box when I send things out for shipping. Inside the box there was bubble wrap. Okay, I'm gonna use bubble wrap how they did it, or maybe instead of bubble wrap, I'll use those other things. I'll use styrofoam, or I'll use paper bags, or I'll use the air pillows or something like that. But the bottom line is, when you purchase from somebody who you thought was your competition, you're actually gaining a wealth of knowledge. You're actually getting a full fucking consultation from what you thought was your competition. They're not your competition. Only you are your competition, because you're competing with yourself from last year. You're competing with yourself from yesterday. Why? Because the thing that you do is in line with your personality. You understand? So let's just say you like earth tone colors, but the other company, they use a lot of pinks and pastel colors, but you like earth tone colors. So you're going to have an earth tone theme to your packaging and to your website. And so everything is going to be different. Why? Because it's tailored to your own identity. You see what I'm saying? So that's why there's no competition, because the experience of your product, the experience that you're going to give to your customer, is entirely different from the experience that they're going to get from the other company. I mean, there will be some similarities, because logistics are similar, right? There's always shipping, there's always purchasing, so on and so forth. However, still going to be different, because you're going to decorate your e-commerce store a little bit different. They use Etsy, you might use Shopify, or you might use your own personal website, or you might just sell on Instagram, you understand what I'm saying? Everything is going to be different. Everything is going to be different. So there's no such thing really as competition. You understand? All you have to do is love what you do and be grateful for what you do, and never give up. Remember that everything is marketing, and remember that there is no competition. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. That's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to, put those ideas out there for anybody who's trying to start a business. Start small. Don't spend too much money. Start small. Try to get your clientele up. Keep track of your clientele too. Make sure if somebody orders something from you, make sure you have a space on your website to get their email and things like that. And hopefully you're using a platform, or your website has the ability to record their email. So because what you want to be able to do, you want to send out emails to people again and again, right? You want to be able to send out emails to people to remind them if they want to re-up on the product, or maybe you have a sale coming up where they could get 20% off. Maybe you have another situation where if they buy this, they can get the other one for free, or whatever it is. So you want to keep your customers around. You want to keep your customers satisfied. You want to provide value. But again, the top three rules is never give up. Marketing is everything, and there is no competition. You understand? Make sure that your product and service is in line with your identity, because God or nature, however you want to look at it, has put you in position to be the only one of you. You understand? And that's something that you have to always look at it. You always have to value it and use it to your advantage. All right. Especially, in pretty much everything, but it really helps in business. It really, really helps in business. You understand? So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. That has been the money game. Let me. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham, and always remember, the truth is inside you. And also, we're also gonna go live. Go to Lucario's YouTube channel. We're gonna go live. It's going to be Lucario, Steve the Dean, and myself. We're going to be talking about the passport bros and all that type of stuff. So if you guys want to get on that, make sure you go join us over there. It's going to be YouTube live at 5 p.m. Eastern. Again, it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.